Whoa, what happened? Okay, so let's build us a deck. Let's build us up in a deck. Um, First we're going to start with creatures because, you know, you can't really win without somebody on the board. Creatures and structures, these guys are great. Catapult of Goo I don't really like. Charge Coil's good. Clock Library is, I mean, it's really rare that it pays off, but it's better than nothing. Concentrated Fire can certainly win games, especially when combined with those cannon automatons that I already got. Burn is my favoriteest spell in the universe. Concentrated Fire, very good spell. Copper Automaton is one of my favoriteest little cheap dudes. Desperation can be extremely powerful, but it's hit or miss. Destroyer I wish I had 3 of. Eternal Pump I wish I had 3 of. Fury, I used to love Fury, but then I realized that it works on the enemy. It buffs the enemy and me equally, and that can be really bad. Gravelock Elder. I feel like Gravelock Elder is only good if you have 3 of them, and I only have 1, and I feel like even just 1 by himself is not really worth using. All 3 of the Gravelock cards I feel like are bad without having 3 Gravelock Elders. They're cards that synergize really well with a green. Because, like, for example, you take a Gravelock Raider, he's 1-2, he's terrible, but you throw a couple of Bear's Paws on him, and then you drop 3 Gravelock Elders, and suddenly he's got Relentless, and he only costs you 1 to put down, and he's amazing. Hellsplitter Mortar I really wish I had 3 of, he's so good. Incendiaries, opponent structures take 3 damage, that's very powerful, although I only want... I'll take 2 of them. Inferno Blast can be really powerful, but it's very rare, so I'm only going to take 1 of them. Iron Ogre is the best card in the world. I'm sad that, again, that I only have 1 of them. Iron Whip, very situational. I'm not a big fan. Law Memorial, again, is only good if you're synergizing with other decks. Machine Priest heals all of your structures. I'm not going to have a lot of structures just because I don't have enough Destroyers. Sparks, and Ether Pumps and Clock Libraries and stuff, those are all great structures that I just don't have enough of to make Metal Heart or Machine Priest or anything else work well. For redesign, I don't understand redesign. I've never found a good use for redesign. I feel like most cards are 5-4 or 1-3 or 3-3 or 2-3. Like, there's not a lot of 1-5 guys that you can switch to be 5-1 and be like, oh, how cool is that? You know, like switching the attack and defense. I guess of Destroyer, that'd be pretty funny. But I only have 1 Destroyer, so the odds of drawing them both pretty slim. Scattergunner, very good. Rigged it makes your guy blow up for 4 damage when somebody hits him. It only works on structures. I don't have a lot of structures in the first place. Chain Lightning is such a powerful spell, but you end up usually having to hold on to it for so long. Inferno Blast. Tick Bomb just blows up a structure. Again, it can be very powerful, but sometimes you wish that you hadn't brought it out of your deck. Inferno Blast actually is not the spell I thought it was. That's the AoE. 1 damage to everyone in an AoE. And I have missed that spell so much since I took it out of my deck. I've so often been like, if I had just had Inferno Blast right now, everything would be okay. Useless Contraption is awesome. Violent Dispersion just kills 1 creature of any cost. That's amazingly powerful. So this is not yet 50 cards. I got to try to add a couple more. I took Rigged out of my deck a long time ago, and I'm going to put him back just to see if I still hate him, because I took him out because I hated him. Every time I drew Rigged, I was like, man, I wish I'd drawn anything else at this point. Machine Priest is like a cheap wall. I feel like a movable cheap wall, so there's no reason not to put him in. Gravelock Elder, you know, he's not very good, but better than nothing. Like, at this point, the alternative is literally nothing. Ethereal Bond just does 2 damage to somebody. It's the equivalent of Spark, except it costs 1 more than Spark costs. So I don't understand why it even exists. But there's only... I guess it's for the guy who wanted more Spark spells, but you can only have 3. Catapult of Goo or Bombard. Bombard is one of the most powerful spells in my deck. I don't know why I didn't put it up immediately. Blind Rage can be powerful. Now I've gone over, so I need to remove a couple. I really never liked the Graveyard, the Elder dude, or the Ember Bonds. So we'll pull them back out, and it looks like I've got 50 cards. So that's my deck, and let's go fight some people with it. Save deck, Murder. And then you go to the arena and you say quick match with, let's delete this terrible, oh, no, I don't want that. Arena, quick match with murder. I guess I can't delete my stupid deck yet. I'll delete it at some other point. Right? So, I don't even know what type of cards he has yet. Is it just me, or do I never get the first turn? I don't know how that would work, if neither side could ever have the first turn. Which Bombard is only good once you have a bunch of cards, so I'll get rid of that first. Until I have a creature, none of these spells are super good. Proximity Charge is the best one that I've gotten for an early game, but I can't cast it till around 4. Tool Initiate, you know, it's a 2-cost creature. It's not a very good one, but it's, you know, I need a 2-cost creature. Destroyer is awesome. Spark can be really good early game. Bombard, again, will be great later on, but for now it's not very useful. Let's put down our little creature. Just because in the early game, playing anything can sometimes be really valuable. Spark is often, if you play something on the second or third round, it'll have 2 hit points and I can just kill it. What is that? Enchanted creature becomes poison for 3 rounds and dies. That's called Ranger's Bane? I always thought it was called poison. So my Tool Initiate's going to be dead soon, but I'm okay with that. Gun Automaton is nice to put down. I'm saving up to cast that. I like Rigged theoretically, but of all the spells I have, it's the one I'd most like to get rid of. Next round I should be able to use my Proxy Charge. I'll probably sacrifice Spark for it because he's saving up so much money that I don't think he's going to put down anything cheapo. Ooh, Wildling. Those Wildlings, this is one of the most powerful cards in his deck. Combination of... Okay. So I love Spark, but I'm going to get rid of it because I love Proximity Charge and Destroyer even more. So if this goes here, yes, Wildling is dead. I just killed the Wildling. So you know. So the way Proximity Charge works, any melee character that hits it takes 4 damage. She has 4 health. She has to attack every turn because she has one attack speed, and she can only move 1 space. So unless he uses a spell to kill the Proximity Mine, Wildling is dead. Oh, it didn't do damage, so the Proxy Mine didn't go off. That's amazing. I didn't know that's the way it worked. Anyway, I like all the cards I have now, so I'm tempted not to get rid of any of them. If I put this guy up here and I burn, then that guy will die. But I'm not in any rush to kill the Wildling. This just kind of cordons off this area and does 2 damage every single round. That's crazy. Like 1 attack speed, 2 damage. Very high DPS. And I'd like to trade one of these for 2 cards, but I just love them all so much. Maybe I should trade Burn. Yeah, I'll select Burn. Unfortunately, I love Burn very much, but getting the Cannon Automaton next round is more beneficial than just holding on to Burn, which I might not even end up casting. I could have burned her this round. It's such a shame to get rid of things that you like, but you got to think long term, man. If I end up with 60 cards and he ends up with 40, then I'm going to win pretty much guaranteed, even though I sacrifice some of my favorite things. Scattergunner is great. I'd love to have a Scattergunner, but I much prefer to actually get my unit out. So this guy denies these 4 squares, and so she's just going to give them up and be like, okay, fine, you can have those 4 squares. And that's the typical response. That's the right response. This guy, Great Wolf, gets +1 attack for every other wolf on the field, and this guy summons a wolf every 2 rounds. So the combination of these two, especially if you play like 3 of each, can be really scary. So I need to take care of them both in a... How did she take a damage? She just took 1 damage. All friendly units gain +2 attack. Why did she take 1 damage? That's confusing. Anyway, this heals everybody for 1 hit point as soon as it's plopped down. So it just healed her back up to 2. Now either Spark or... This guy can kill her. So this guy has a speed of just 1, which means you put him down, he does nothing, and then immediately the next round he attacks. So he can either blow the 3 damage from this guy killing him, or summon a wolf. And I'm hoping that he'll be more interested in killing this guy than he will be in summoning a wolf. But it looks like he's intelligently just going to say, look, I'm going to soak up the damage with my Frostbeard. Purpose of Frostbeard, he's 6-1 with a really slow cooldown. It takes him 3 rounds before he even attacks, so you get a big chance to kill him. But if you hide him behind a lot of stuff like she's doing now... Whoa, Vitriol Aura, what does that do? When enchanted units is attacked, attacker becomes poisoned for 3 rounds. Wow, that is insanely good. Violent Dispersal is one of my favoriteest of spells, and because he's enchanted his Direwolf, it's worth even more than the 5 it was already worth when he put it down. So it's pretty important to me that that die. This is going to die now, and it looks like we're good. Do 5 damage to the idol. One thing you gotta note is that killing an idol is worth 20 gold. Gold is the resource you buy new cards with. 100 gold equals a card. And if you get a big enough lead, people will often surrender. So if you focus on killing the enemy's units instead of killing the idols, then a lot of times you end up winning the game without killing any idols, so you're just kind of throwing gold in the trash. So when you start to get ahead, like I feel like I'm a little bit ahead right now, it's better to try to kill some idols than it is to just to focus on keeping your opponent in the dirt. So I'm gonna hit him so that he has 1 life left instead of hitting the idol. Because next round this guy's gonna kill him. Because this guy does 1 damage to everyone my enemy has every 3 rounds. So unless he dies to that guy, which he probably actually will, he's gonna kill both of the existing creatures for my enemy. Mangy Wolf reduces the cooldown of everyone by 1. It was kind of weird to play him at this point, but I guess he just wanted to put something down. This again heals everybody by 1, so he's gonna immediately get healed, and he's also gonna kill my ninja. I have the option of killing him and doing 5 damage to that idol, or just finishing off this idol with Concentrated Fire. Very strong spell. Or I could trade Concentrated Fire in for 2 random cards and just hope that they're both good. I'm not in danger of anything terrible happening if I just play this out and let him take down an idol. So maybe I'll split the cards. And, ooh, Violent Dispersal will kill 1 card, any 1 card. And Bombard will reduce the cooldown of my... Reduce the cooldown of all my ranged units by 2, which means, I mean, these 2 units both have a 2 cooldown, but that means that the first time you put them down, they have a 2 cooldown. From then on, they'll never actually have a 2 cooldown because they attack every other round. So on the round that they're attacking, they have a 0 cooldown. On the round that they still have 1 more round to wait until they attack, they have a 1 cooldown. So, if he does 2 damage to this idol, then it'll have 6 health left, and this guy does 5 damage. So it's kind of silly to let him hit the idol when he could instead hit this guy. Again, Rigged is a powerful spell that I don't feel like I need at the moment. Iron Ogre, so good. So let's put a Scattergunner over here. We'll put this guy over here too. This guy will attack his enemy nonsense. And if I play this, then both of these guys are going to hit that idol, leaving it with 1 hit point. But leaving an idol with 1 hit point is not nearly as good as just killing an idol, so I'm not going to play it yet. This guy is probably going to die next round, but I'm going to get an Iron Ogre, so I'm okay with him dying. And now I'm wishing I'd played Rigged, because he's going to come and hit him, and then it would have blown him up. This is +1 attack to everyone he has on the field, and he's using it correctly. So often I see this played incorrectly, where someone just puts it down when they only have 1 creature and then just hope it lives forever. He played it when he was actually attacking with multiple creatures, and that's the perfect time to play it. So I have the choice of killing this guy who's actually going to attack this round, killing this idol, which is -3 damage to his whole team. I'm going to kill this guy. So this dude is going to start killing that idol. He can shoot it twice and it'll be dead. This guy's going to come down here to start trying to thin out the herd. This guy's going to come here. Bombard is crazy strong. I'm saving onto that. Cannon Automaton is really strong. All of the things I have right now are crazy good. That I really want to keep them all. But I want to cast an Ogre next turn more than I want to hang on to that very extremely powerful spell. Allowing the cooldown, like all three of the guys I have out now are ranged, and they all attack every other round. So that spell would have given me basically shaved off 1 round from the attack time. So they would attack, and then they would attack again the next turn, which is kind of like playing in one spell and doing 11 damage. It's a very powerful spell to do 11 damage. So let's put this Iron Ogre here. He has 3 rounds before he's going to do anything, so I'm not actually intending to keep him up here, but I'm putting him up here because it's safe to be up here for now. And he'll slowly move his way down over the course of the game. So again, very powerful spell, very powerful spell, very powerful card. I don't want to get rid of any of these, but if I have to choose, I guess Violent Dispersal. Is there anything he could play right now that I would feel silly for having gotten rid of Violent Dispersal? I feel like I have so many powerful creatures on the board. I'm gonna hold on to everything. I'm gonna hold on to everything. Like if he puts down a White Wolf and then double buffs it with Bear's Paws and rings of the +2 attack and stuff, then I will feel a little bit silly for having gotten rid of Violent Dispersal. So I'm gonna hold on to it. This does 2 damage to everyone who's connected. So it won't kill anyone. This is going to finish that idol. Put this guy down here to defend the other idol. I just said how I don't want to get rid of this, but trade him for 2 crappy cards. Alright, so he's got this idol needs to die. I got Sparkle, kill it next round. Brother of the Wolf, another one of those. Tick Bomb just destroys a structure, any structure. This one does 2 damage to anything, a structure or a unit. This one allows a unit that was going to attack once to instead attack twice. Machine Priest is just kind of like a wall. I think. Which do I want more? A wall right here, or to blow up this structure? I think I want a wall more. I'm going to split this and put this here and put plating here. Plating absorbs the next attack regardless of how much damage it does, so if he uses this guy to hit him, it's going to soak up the damage from that attack. Proximity Charge is a great wall, so I got a wall here, and I can put another wall here, and then he won't be able to hit any of my idols, really. I feel like I'm about to win. I'm going to put my Iron Ogre down here. It'll do 4 damage to him, and then 3 damage to the idol. And then if this guy also... Oh... I can't put them both on the same row. That's very unfortunate. So he soaks up 1 attack and then he kills him. So he played a hasted Mangy Wolf. Anyway. Okay, so I got several walls. I've got the thing that allows him to attack twice. My Ogre is going to kill some stuff. Let's do some more damage because that will increase the amount of damage my Ogre actually does to the... to the idol. Let's put my wall up there. Proximity Charge is great. I want to hold on to that. I love Concentrated Fire, but I'd rather have 2 cards than 1, regardless of how good the 1 is. I can't believe I left that guy up there so long that he didn't get to do anything. It's very unfortunate. So now I'm going to stack everybody on this row and just hold out until I get to attack again. So 3 rounds for the Ogre, 2 rounds for this guy. And he's going to probably suicide several guys to absorb attacks while pinging away. Maybe, I don't even think he's going to hit the idol again. Kinfolk Veteran, haste and 3 attack, very powerful. Haste and 5 attack now, championship ring. That's like, haste is so hard to defend against because as soon as he comes out, he gets to fight. Like, that's really strong. So wall here, second wall behind it, and super damage guy behind that. Split this guy into 2 cards and put another wall up here. That makes me pretty darn safe against everything. So he's not going to kill me anytime soon, and I am going to kill him next round, I think. Yeah, unless he sacrifices a dude, in which case I'm just going to kill one of his dudes. So he'll probably sacrifice this little mangy wolf. This guy will kill it. And then the next round, this guy will kill multiple people. Ooh, Rumble! That actually helped me. So a sprinted wolf is going to suicide into that, and then these 2 guys are going to finish off my idol. It's going to poison my ogre because can't help but poison an ogre occasionally. This will do 3 damage to every structure he has, not including idols, which will just kill his healing thing. I'm not really interested in killing his healing thing at this point. Blind Rage will do 2 damage to all of his dudes and make that wolf attack less frequently, I guess is the word. And my ogre is about to be awesome. So this guy can kill that wolf, this guy can kill that guy, and the ogre will just sit in the backfield being responsible. So now I got a question, do I kill this, which is next turn is going to do nothing. It's going to heal all of his lack of anything. Or do I save it so that next turn I can trade it in if I get a really good card? Because otherwise I'm forced to trade in whatever good card I happen to draw next turn. So I'm going to save it to ditch next round. And it looks like I'm going to win because the ogre is attacking this round and that idol has no health. So if he's nice, he will keep playing. And if he's not nice, he will surrender, costing me the gold. And there we go. So you see how I got 60 bucks for killing 3 idols. If he'd surrendered, which honestly he could have, then I would have gotten less gold. So I got 300 bucks instead of 280 because he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy, man. So it looks like the deck we just built worked out, and I got 1,000 bucks. So now I can go to the store and buy random scrolls, and it's like, you got one you don't care about, one you don't care about. Another Gravelock Outcast. Now I have 2 of those. That's great. Once I get 3 of those and 3 of the Gravelock Chieftains, then I'll be very happy. Golem Skin, I hate that spell. It's useless. It destroys all of your buildings and permanently buffs one of your guys, but who wants to destroy buildings? Concentrated Fire, very strong spell, but I already have 3 of them, so it's useless to me. Basically, I got a Gravelock Outcast. I got basically nothing that time. And that's pretty common to get almost nothing. But as a side effect of getting only 1 card that I care about in my energy deck, I'm also building towards being capable of fielding a growth deck or whatever the heck the other thing is deck. Order deck? Yeah, a growth deck or an order deck. Anyway, so that was pretty cool. Let's play again, but first let's stop